Welcome to the new episode of TOBBCAST. Today we are going to talk with our ninth graders. Everybody is curious about their English routine. Everybody is asking questions, how they manage to be so successful while speaking. And I'm going to ask them some specific questions to learn about the details. Hello, Yasin. Welcome to our TOBBCAST today. How are you?
Hello, I'm fine. And you?
I'm okay, thank you. How did you start learning English? What was your motivation?
My family was very keen on my language information, so they sent me a course for fifth and sixth grades in my school life. And I also had some cousins that were really keen on language itself. So I got most of my inspiration from them.
So you saw them and you thought that I had to speak like them.
Yeah.
Do you have any strategies to learn new words?
Well, the more you become used to the sentences and structures, the more you become expert on them. You can watch some reels in Instagram in English. You can watch series. You can play games in English. It makes you become more expert on them and makes you passively learn it. I just have the superficial information about the grammar itself, but I can use it fluently.
Just because of your experience,
Yeah.
your passive experience.
Yeah.
Hello, Zehra. How are you today?
Hi, teacher. I'm good. What about you?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm really happy that you are our guest today. Can you tell us your English story? How did you start learning? What was your motivation to the very beginning? Let's go to the baby steps.
When I was in primary school, I was really good at English. And then when I started to secondary school, my dad said, you need to improve your English. And I started to take lessons. It took 4 years.
Can you tell us about your daily routine? The daily routine of your English, what kind of practice do you do to improve your English?
I'm not studying English like a lesson. And then I started to watch sitcoms.
How long have you been watching sitcoms?
It's been 1 year. I think.
1 year. What are your plans for your future improvement in English?
Maybe I can study university in abroad.
Okay, thank you for your participation. My next guest is Feyza from 9C. She has a beautiful voice, she's so fluent, and she's really obsessed with Sherlock Holmes. Now let's see what kind of experiences can she share with us. Hello Feyza, how are you doing?
Not too bad, and you?
I'm okay, thank you. I'm really happy to see you here. Let's start with your first baby steps.
When I was in primary school, my mom used to help me a lot with English. When I was doing my homeworks or I was learning new words, she used to help me, so I didn't have any prejudice against English. And when I was in secondary school, I didn't do anything very different, but I had a friend and we used to fight a lot and compete a lot. You know who is him? When I was in 8th grade, I became interested in Marvel. And many English videos started appearing on my YouTube about Marvel, and I watched them, wrote the comments, and translate them. So I could learn new words, new phrases, and after that, I started being obsessed with Sherlock, and I watched the series for many times.
Feyza, are you translating sentences in your head? Because you're speaking so fluent. I just want to learn it.
It's a important topic about talking English, but I don't know if I'm doing or not. Of course, I'm translating it because you have to know what you're going to say in a different language.
I don't think that you are translating that much when you started for the first time, because speaking so fluently and translating at the same time is not possible. So how did you start? What's your story about English?
My story starts at the fifth grade. When I was in fifth grade, I was hearing a lot about learning foreign language because it would help me in the abroad country or abroad education. And since I was aiming for abroad education, I started learning it at the sixth grade. And when I dig into the learning English pros, I was surprised. If you want to research something, even it's a Turkish history or German history or any scientific research, probably the best resource you can find available online is English. Because English is universal in the 21st century, and learning it would affect you positively.
What makes you different from your friend's speech is that you can pick some unusual words while speaking. How do you remember them?
I don't study English at home because I think it's boring to learn it that way. Instead, I watch some movies in English, and if you see my social media, it's 90% English.
So you just pushed the Turkish content aside and put English content like 90% you said.
No, I don't push them. It's natural, you know. If you're interested in something, the algorithm will help you choose videos that way. And even it's a scientific video or funny video, even a gaming video, it's mostly I watch in English.
Now you are in the 9th grade and you're speaking fluently. Could you tell us about your daily routine, your English practices? Do you study grammar? How do you learn new words?
I actually don't study grammar. I'm playing some video games like The Sims 4 or Genshin Impact. In Genshin Impact, I'm playing in Turkish, but I'm playing it multiplayer. It's a multiplayer game. So I'm talking with my friends English.
You are using English.
Yeah. And The Sims 4 is an English game, and it has a lot different English words. I'm not translating them, but I learned them English meaning.
So visuals in Sims 4, for example, visuals are helping you to learn new words
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Okay.
These days, I do not work a lot for English. I just do whatever I want. I love in English.
So you enjoy English.
Yes, I enjoy English. I know that some people say that learning English with words or lessons may be boring, but doing the thing that you love in English makes you a billion times better.
Definitely. If you enjoy something while doing it, you learn quickly.
Yes.
Do you study grammar?
I do not, but like I said, they gave us basic grammar or stuff like that. I just remember them with watching English videos and just practice them. I do not work especially for grammar.
Why did you attend our come and speak sessions so much?
First, I didn't want to come because I was shy a bit. Then after a few sessions, I saw that if I come here, that will be so good and I will have fun. I can learn English. I can use my time better. That's why I joined them.
Okay. Do you have any strategies to learn new words?
I don't look for new words. I just watch videos, and if I see a word that I don't know, I just Google them.
Then after you Google, do you try to use it while you are speaking?
When I speak to myself, I just try to use them and remember them when I was talking with another people.
What is the most popular activity that you use your English?
When I'm playing games, or sometimes I speak with my uncle in English.
Where's your uncle?
One of them in Gaziantep and one of them is living in Holland.
Fun.
When he came Gaziantep, we always.
When I was speaking English, I feel good because some of students I didn't speak English. So when I'm speaking, I feel like I learned a
New skill.
new skill.
Okay,
yeah.
this is a good approach. It's a new perspective in the speech. So speaking English makes you feel a little different from other people.
Yes.
In which parts of your life are you using English?
I'm using English for speaking by myself. I just don't like speaking with others with English because it's just too embarrassed me. Because when I was used a wrong word, I feel so embarrassed for
Mhm.
it.
It's okay. During this speech, you made a lot of mistakes,
Yes,
by the
I
way.
know.
But correcting people again and again is not very useful because they always fear that they are going to mistakes. This will make them feel embarrassed. But making mistake is a powerful combination to learn English.
Yeah.
Thinking about the babies, they started speaking their native language, but at the beginning of their language journey, for the first 2 or 3 years, even for 4 years, they always make mistakes again and again and again. But mistakes are the way to learn new things.
Yes.
So don't feel stress about it.
Okay.
People are really stressful about grammar. They have their grammar books. They're solving a lot of grammar questions. They force themselves to learn grammar. But how is your grammar routine? Do you think grammar is necessary, or do you force yourself to learn the grammar rules step by step, like beginning with the simple present tense, then going with perfect tenses?
No, I don't think it's so necessary, but for business, it's so necessary. But if you want to speak with like chatting or like a friend, you don't have to speak formal ways.
Mhm.
And
But you are making a lot of sentences,
yes,
and they're grammatically perfect. So if you're not speaking any grammar, how are you making such perfect sentences?
actually, I learned from listening others. I'm not a person who talks a lot, and I just learned from others people talking. So I think listening is the most important thing in learning English.
Do you listen daily?
Yes.
Okay,
Of
what
course.
kind of things are you listening?
I'm watching series and all of them are English, and I'm using my phone English too. And
Thank you for listening. This is the end of our podcast. See you next episode.